So today we're going to be going over how to create a professional business letter. And I'm going to be teaching you how to write it by including different ways to italicize, bold, and underline, where to bold, underline, and italicize, and good things like that, which we will discuss in this video. First, we're going to start by, of course, going to Microsoft Word, creating a blank document. My computer's a little bit slow, so it might take just a second. And Microsoft Word is pretty easy to use. It's just a simple business letter, and I'm going to be using block format, which is the most common layout for a business letter. And in this format, the whole thing is left justified and single spaced, except for a double space between each paragraph and quadruple spaced for the valedictions or the endings. So we're going to start by going here to File, or sorry, not File. We're going to start by going here to Layout and Margins. That's the most important thing, keeping everything centered and looking professional. So did that. Normal. You can also do custom margins to keep 2 inches from the top and bottom, but for this case we're going to keep it sweet and simple. It's already got a template for it, and we'll go with it. And in this case, the business letter is going to be for a previous business that I ran, and I'm going to be sending it, which I actually did more professionally, to partner with another local flooring company in Lubbock, Texas. And we're going to start with the business information. It could also be personal information, depending on your situation, but in this case, it's Reliable Flooring and Tile Services. And in business letters, the font needs to be Times New Roman 12, which it already is. Good. And then I learned this feature from Edmund's video. Now I'm on a Mac, so it's Command B to bold. And then, like I said, everything's single space on here, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of work on this. We're gonna go ahead and type the whole sender address, which is gonna be the business. So in this case, I'm just using a made-up one. This doesn't need to be bold. Let me highlight that. 1234 Main Street. No comma. We're gonna go space. Lubbock, Texas. 79423. The most broad and centered, I believe. Center myself a little bit. Followed by my phone. Colon. And another made up phone number. Followed by the email. And this is just the sender information, how they can get in contact with you if they do want to go in with what you're sending them. And in this case, I'm just going to do info@reliableflooringtile.com. And so you see how everything is double spaced here? We do not want that. So we're going to go here to line spacing, and if you hover over it, it'll pull up what that tab means. We're going to go single spacing. It's not going to do anything. So we're going to click that again. Everything's single spaced. And then we're going to go to line spacing options. And this spacing here, this 8 point, is what's ruining that. We're going to need to put that to 0. And that should correct that, yeah. So there's that. And we're going to now move on to the date, which is actually double spaced. And in this case, you can just press the space twice, and it's the same thing. Keep it short and simple. Still going to look professional. And I'm not going to lie, when I did send this information over to Mike, it was just through an email. I wasn't as technology savvy as this course is allowing me to be. So actually this date needs to be today's date, which is the 14th. It will need to be the day that you are sending the letter. So say you create this letter the day before, you'll need to go back and change that. So double space again. And now we're going to move on to the receiving address, which is, his name is, well, I'm not even going to put his name. We're just going to do Raider Flooring. That's the name of his company. Actually, we're going to put his name. Mr. Mike Anderson. We can go ahead and put his business info below this as well. I'm going to bold this one as well because he's important in this case. And another way you can do that, it pulls up this tab here, makes it quick. Press bold. And same thing. Now all that should be fixed since we went here with the points. He's the owner of the business. The business is called Raider Flooring, which is where we are sending this information to. And in this case, I'm going to use another made up address, 5678 Elmo Street, and then followed by the city and state. Excuse me. And I'm putting a different zip code here. So now that we got the headers typed out, we can move on to the body, or the greetings first before the body. And so we're going to double space that here again. Dear Mr. Anderson, it's who we are proposing this information to. And whenever you're sending a business letter per Al Purdue, you do not put a comma here, you put a colon. So we're going to double space again to another header. And right here, since it's the beginning of your body, we're going to need to put a tab. And the rest of them will be all fully left justified. This is the main point that we're getting to. Keep it short and simple and to the point what you're looking at doing. And in this case, I've got it typed up here just to save time. We're going to start it out with, I hope this letter finds you well. I am writing on behalf of Reliable Flooring and Tile Services, LLC, to express our interest in partnering with Raider Flooring to provide high quality services high quality flooring and tile services using your materials at wholesale cost. He's a vendor here in Lubbock, and we did a little partnership to where if I went through him, I got his flooring at a wholesale cost and was able to represent both of us for our customers. So now that the intro's done, we have basically what we're going to say and what we're proposing. We're going to now move on to how we do things, just to give them a little bit about us, how we do things and what we do. And it's going to be at Reliable Flooring. That seems to be capitalized. And we'll come back in bold and italicize or underline some specific or important information. So at Reliable Flooring and Tile Services LLC, we specialize in residential and commercial flooring and tile services, including ceramic. And since we put everything at the beginning, such as Romans times 12 or Romans times New Roman and the size 12, it should all stay here, so we should be good. All you have to do is type out what you need. So we're going to continue on right here, ceramic and porcelain tile. Oh. Luxury vinyl plank or LVP. Along with epoxy insulations, which in this case we probably didn't have to put it, but just being honest with them. With over 5 years of experience serving the Lubbock and West Texas areas, our team delivers reliable, on-time services tailored to the needs of customers as well as other, we're just going to put it as, well, we'll do this and see if the thesaurus will change it. Other general contractors. Okay. And this page is just a normal letter, 8.5 by 11. We're going to double space this here. And go on to the next thing and give him information that we know about his business. We understand that Raider Flooring prioritizes quality, affordability, and cleanliness for tenants during or the customers during renovations. We'll also use a thesaurus to go through that as well. We'll do that at the end when we're reviewing everything. To help meet these requirements, and we'll put it back on us, colon, oh, sorry, comma, we offer, colon, just a single space, it's the same. We're going to use a dash in this case. It's more professional than bullet points. A dedicated team who coordinates scheduling, materials, and general contractors if needed. And it's still the same, so we're going to go to semicolon, next, certified installers and guaranteed workmanship. Next one, competitive bundled pricing and detailed scope proposals. We're going to be in the thesaurus period going through this to change some different words, so we're putting some of these words in here on purpose. And then for the last one, the closing, we're going to offer a meeting to see if he's willing to do a partnership. So we're going to say we are welcoming, and the closing just needs to be short and to the point as well. This middle information probably was a little bit too long as well, but I thought a little bit more information than not enough is probably a little better in this case. We are welcoming the opportunity to meet with you to discuss our partnership needs, review our past projects so that he has something to go off of, and provide a custom proposal. In this case, he had a partnership deal already up, but this is just to make it more professional. We are confident that our services and commitment to reliability align closely with your standards. And then for the valedictions, we're going to do a quadruple space here. So right there, and then we're going to start with sincerely, the most common. And then another quadruple space with our final information or the sender's information. So it could be from the business. However, you have somebody writing this letter. This is where you would put the actual sender's information. So in this case, it's myself, owner, operator, and to finish it off, reliable flooring and tile services LLC. Okay, so first we're going to come in here and bold some different, or underline some different important information. So right here on both of our business titles, we're going to underline them just to make them stand out a little bit. Give them that partnership feel. Underline. So right there should be good. You can also do Command U. We'll see if there's anything else that needs to be underlined. I think that should be good in this case. So we use a little bit of bold, underlining. I don't really have anything to italicize. It's for foreign words or very special items, and I didn't necessarily have anything like that. So this should be it here. We're going to go to review. And to use a thesaurus, it should be, or sorry, view. I'm going to have to search it up. I used a different, let's see. Good thing they have a search here. Well, I guess that's probably it there. Yeah, so editor, it's not called thesaurus any longer. Go here. It already corrected it for us, so we're going to click tenants because that's what I meant. This one should be closely. Let's see what these have to suggest. Grammar. We welcome the opportunity. View past references and provide. I guess there's a comment there. Scope of proposals. Yeah, so this one, you can just click on the editor and they're giving you multiple different ways to, I guess, use the thesaurus. On my other Word, which I have downloaded here, it's out of date because my computer's out of date. Has an actual thesaurus under review, and there's a little 3-tab box here. It has a book, and it should be right there. But in this case, we're just going to use the template they have. Planks. We're just going to use plank on that one. So there we have it. That should be a pretty easy and simple way on how to create a business letter. And then, of course, use your own information. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed.